Hello, and welcome to Anime at Large, the Showcase Edition. Um, this will be a couple of showcases in, so hope you've been enjoying them so far. We have another showcase today of a little bit more than usual, since I waited a bit longer this time to show this new shows I've bought recently. So we also do podcasts and other editions. So if you want to hear that, there are also videos on that in this channel. So without further ado, let's get started. So for the first one here, I will keep it pretty simple. We have the Steelbook of Ghost in the Shell, which this will be like the fourth or fifth edition I have. I have the Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, now 4K, and VHS. So, yeah, insane. Why do you buy so many editions of this? Well, this is a really great movie, and they keep putting new editions out, so I can't really blame them um, for bringing it out each time. But yeah, and then not just because of that, I also got this edition as well. Just the art box on these are just amazing, honestly. Like it's I can't really say much more. They really outdone themselves this time for these releases, so at least in my opinion. So yeah, I would buy these and then see how they go. But yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Watch it if you haven't. It's a uh, really good movie in general. Um, about technology and cyborgs practically, but yeah, Ghost in the Shell right there. Next one here that I have are the uh, Hosoda collection here. So in this case, I have gotten The Boy and the Beast, Wolf Children, Summer Wars, and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. So this is repackaging of the movies that already came out. I just really like the slipcover, honestly, on each one of these. And for The Girl Who Left Through Time, they have a companion book that goes with each one. So each of these editions have a companion book, and it has different notes from the director, different pictures, whatnot. So it's a nice addition to this, to be honest. Um, but yeah, we love all these movies really. Really good classics also for The Girl Who Leapt Through Time specifically. Um, have think I've watched it 2 times now, at least maybe three. But yeah, really great stuff. Um, just another way to release the same movie again, but honestly makes sense. These movies are great, so having another version of it is really great, and specifying the person. It's good too. So either way, yeah. And then I'll just show the covers for each of the other ones here. Summer Wars, Wolf Children, and Boy and the Beast. But yeah, if you haven't really seen any of these movies, I highly recommend watching any of them. Honestly, it's definitely worth your time. If you haven't seen them already, so yeah. Next one here is another movie, Tokyo Godfathers. So this is the edition that came out pretty recently. So it's new to Blu-ray apparently, and it does have a new English dub. So it'll be interesting to see how this sounds for the first time. But this is GKIDS release. It does have the slipcover in this case. So it's I would say one of the few Christmas movies that's very specific in anime. There's always Christmas episodes and shows and whatnot, which happens pretty often in most slice of life. But for a movie, it's not that common per se. Besides maybe Love Hina or a few others, but Tokyo Godfathers is definitely one that really opens your eyes to the world that it tries to develop in this situation, and it's very good. um, so definitely looking forward to listening to the dub in this case, and really glad they actually brought out a new edition on this. So Satoshi Kon, it's done great stuff, and this is still one of the best ones. So really happy to have this edition. To continue the motion of the movies, I also received or got the Sailor Moon trilogy. So got Sailor Moon R, Sailor Moon S, and Sailor Moon Super S. Now I think these come with slip covers at some point, but I in this case I didn't have it. So, but it's this movie's a really really eye-opening and really great classics. And putting them through Blu-ray, again, like most of the older shows, in this case, it's not bad. It's nice seeing them in the new format, and really excited to see how it looks on Blu-ray in this case. But yeah, if you haven't seen through Sailor Moon, I would recommend getting these releases here because they're now in Blu-ray. So really happy to finally get these here. So let's see here. So to kind of keep going with the movies, and then after that it'll probably be series. The next one I received here is the Akira Steelbook for the DVD. So it does have the interesting box here for it, but yeah, thought looking at the steelbook on this would be pretty interesting. Akira is a great classic film, and thought owning this version would be a great addition to the collection here. So it's has quite a bit in here, but yeah, really great stuff. So Akira. So the next one here that I would like to put up would be now more of the Funimation releases here. So the Gridman SSS, or SSS Gridman technically, limited edition. So this came out a little bit while ago, but finally found a good price for this, and pretty much just including the rest of the limited edition collection here. But really great stuff with the mecha genre from what I remember. It's a bit different than usual, but really glad about it. I'm still not, to be honest, a huge fan of the extra cardboard here that we see here for Gridman, but I like everything being in the same box. Even if you're making the box a bit wider, that is fine. It's just harder to, if you open these, which I do open a few of them to most of them, it's just hard just to keep them together, to be honest. So but again, that's just a minor dispute. But yeah, Gridman, if you haven't watched it, really great for the mecha genre, like I said, and really happy to have this added to the collection here. Next one here I have is Moldiver. So one I haven't really watched myself, but it's one that came in the past, but looked interesting. Say why not? I always have a thing for older shows, so might as well give this a try. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now let's go to one I can talk a little bit more on. Is Yakitori Japan. Now, if you haven't seen this before, think of Food Wars, but for bakery specifically, and not really much of a fan service per se in this show. But yeah, really great show about bakery. Really great characters. Really great development. Really worth your time, honestly. Lots of great looking food, and it really paces itself really well, in my opinion. So really happy to finally get the actual collection on this. In this case, so yeah, and in a great box set too. So yeah, bakery and food in your set practically. The next one that I got is Kodocha. Now this show is the first season. I haven't personally watched too much of this, just bits and pieces of it, but heard good things overall in the end. So I thought might as well give it a try. I believe there's 2 seasons of this, so yeah, it'll be interesting going through this. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, we'll see. So the next one I have here is Galaxy Express 999. And this is an interesting release because this is the s'more release edition, which I haven't really found before. I know Discotek has released one recently for the Blu-ray. And then there were DVD versions beforehand, but I never saw this release specifically before until now. So I thought might as well have it. I think there seems to be a volume 2 out there. But really great cover art here and really great show overall. So might as well add this to the collection and see where this takes me. But thought it was a really great ad in general. So another great ad here is Giant Borg. This I haven't really watched much myself as well. This case came out from Discotek. And again, it looked interesting and see what this is all about. But yeah, 600 minutes. Discotek. I don't see anything that can go wrong. Now, the final one that I received is the other edition. If you have seen my other videos, I was saying that I was looking for the Cloud Book. Since I already had the Sakura book, I have finally found the Cloud Book. For a price I was willing to pay. So this does have the slipcover, and it is 1 through 35 apparently. But yeah, this has the slipcover as well for it, which is really great and pretty similar to the other one. Has all the discs inside as before. So yeah, really glad I was able to finally complete this set. It's always one of those situations where you just see, well, do you want to see a complete set or not? And then hope you find the other set if you have it incomplete. So yeah, so really glad I found the other part of this to this. So this is probably the biggest thing here, but yeah, again, if you haven't seen this, I would recommend it if you like magical girl shows. Really great classic show in general. So yeah, overall, that's pretty much what I got. Mostly movies in this case, but it's a mix of both, to be honest. So again, if you have any questions or anything you want to see in this channel, or any additions you think that might be great to see, let me know. Put it in the comments below, and I guess we'll see what happens next. But keep a lookout for more content, and hope you guys are having fun and staying safe. So hope to see you guys next time. See ya.